guys, my name is Robin and back again with another video. And this time around we're gonna talk about three different OS. There are three OS: Linux, Windows, and Mac OS. There are furthermore, but I don't know about them, and these are the three main. So let's talk about the Linux. Linux is one of the main and most important OS for those who actually use server. Server is based on security, and Linux provides security, customizability, lightness, and one of the most important factor, if you have more cores, Linux give you more preference. It's not like a Windows. If you have less cores with high power, you will get preference. It's like more cores with less power. Linux is that type of stuff. That's why the Intel Xeon lineup having a more cores and less power in each core. So basically Linux is one of the most important OS for those who want to go with servers. Now servers, it's just the one thing. Now if you want to learn coding, you wanted to build an application and you wanted to go to learn about Python, C++ and tons of other languages, then the Linux is the best place to do that. Now second one is Windows. Windows is one of the most important for those who wanted to go with gaming, who want to stream something, and yeah, you wanted to download torrent games, movies and watch them. Windows is welcoming you. Basically Linux is an open source, but people say why not? Windows is an open source also. Yes, in some sort, because you can download the exe files, it doesn't mean that's open source. But Linux is totally in compared to the Windows and more secure even. So Windows is actually for those who really do gaming, because tons of the game are specially optimized for the Windows, and because of the factor that the DirectX is one of the most easiest way to just code the Windows gaming system type of experience. And if you want to use a game type games and you wanted to upload the video and edit them and upload it to the YouTube, why not? Windows is one of the most important thing and the best thing for you. Now the third most important thing is Mac OS. You have Studio, you have everything, and you wanted to do best. Why not? Mac is waiting for you. Mac is those who actually do professional work. There are tons of professionalists. I cannot talk about them because if I do, then there would be tons of the name. I can't explain them. This is best. I can't. But one of the most important thing that the Mac OS creates, that it's optimized for video editing, audio editing, and photo editing. Yes, if you have a Wacom tablet, you should go with the Mac OS. Why not? The Mac OS just provide you better options. No, it doesn't mean that. You can do same stuff in the Windows. And you have a modded PC, you can get the more power from that. But why, Robin? Why? Why you say the Mac OS is best? Because there is a thing called special things that don't convert you towards the gaming, and that's what the Mac OS says. You only want to do custom stuff, video editing, software editing, that's it. I said software, no, video, audio, and photo editing. Now I want to buy a CPU. Which CPU should I get? There are tons of different options, AMD, Intel. I can't just go with that. But if I go deeply into that, there are tons of the options for the tons of the budget, and each budget admires some of the best CPUs at that lineup. But there are tons of the things that I can't explain in just a short video about. So we are talking about three main CPUs, which are built by the Intel i5, i3, and i7. Basically it's i3, i5, and i7 in the lineup, but I just mix it up. So i3 is for those who really want to do like a normal task. Basically Intel said that it's for those who really want to go with very little gaming, very less amount of tasks they actually do. They only do web surfing, watching YouTube videos, and they wanted to use it as a home theater. Then yeah, i3-60-100 is waiting for you. But if you are into the deep roots of the gaming, now you have something. i7-6600K is waiting for you. Why not? You can overclock it, you can customize it, and you can get more juice from it, because hey, there are tons of different tasks you can do with it. Most probably the i7-6700K is used for video editing. Now the end of the line comes with the end of the partial. Now one of the most important things that the i7-6700K provide is more power, more energy, and more heat. But hey, we have to know that the i7-6700K makes a big difference when it comes to the video editing, audio editing, and tons of different stuff. I personally use i7-6700K, which is the top of the line in the Intel, and we know that after that there are CPUs worth like $1,000. Why not? $1,000 CPU worth it. But one of the most important factor when we go to the GPU side, there is price or FPS type of experience, like frames per dollar. So basically, if you go for the frames per dollar, you have to see that which card is giving me more performance with my dollars. Now with these current gen lineups, we have AMD RX 480 and GTX 1060 in the mid-range. In the opening range, we have the GTX 750, which is still in the entry level, just flushing every card. But hey, we have the AMD's 460 and 470 here, which provides the much power, and yeah, it provides the much power with much heat. And yes, the AMD custom fan isn't so much good when it's just go with the heat disfluctuation. So if you are going with the heat problems, then don't buy AMD, because if you live in the hot area, then AMD will throttle much. So one of the most important factor when we go with the middle range cards, that FPS is one of the most important thing, and frame per dollar is another most important things we go for. I bought the GTX 1060 for my setup, because the GTX 1060 were giving me sufficient amount of power which I need, and still it's like too overwhelming for me to say about that, hey, how much good this card is, and it's actually do more of the tasks than I expect. I normally play CSGO, record the videos, edit them, and upload them into the YouTube. I don't play some heavy games. I play indie games, RPG games, which are small, and just play them and upload it on the YouTube. And that's how the GTX 1060 of mine working fine. I played Far Cry 3 in this and Far Cry 4. It was working fine because I have them in my Steam, so that's why we played it. So this is this, and we're gonna meet you in the next video, guys. Bye.